Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Pallas in the fifth house in a natal chart. Now, Pallas in astrology can be connected with how one may resolve dilemmas or issues. Now, given that we're talking about the fifth house, this may be done perhaps with love, getting in touch with a romantic partner. Someone you're in a romantic relationship may be able to help. Uh, Sometimes it could be by rolling the dice, so to speak. It could be through some gambling or some kind of speculation. You say if it's in Sagittarius, it could be very foolhardy, um, kind of gambling or reckless gambling. So just be careful, if you have this in your chart as far as that goes. Now, could be problems may be resolved also through perhaps some kind of investments, or it might even be with the assistance of children, or just simply trying to increase your personal popularity and getting those people that are connected with your popularity to perhaps help you in the issues that you may be dealing with. So also too, Pallas in astrology can be connected with the perceived relationship one may have with their dad or their father. This could be um, one which since we're talking about the fifth house, it may be one that is filled with a lot of love, a lot of fun, amusement, and enjoyment. Maybe one where you enjoyed maybe sports together, whether it might be sports, athletics activities you enjoyed, or just going out to sports venues, seeing sports games. It might be one that consists of a lot of entertainment and amusement. It could be where you enjoy going to different places that are enjoyable, whether it's going to an amusement parks or some video game place or what have you, or going to a sports arena to watch sports competition. So anyway, also too, when we're talking about Pallas in astrology, it can also be associated with disputes. Now, this could be one where maybe somebody has situations that may be contentious that are connected with gambling or something of a speculative nature. It might be over investments. It might have to do with one's personal popularity and arguments over maybe why you may or may not be very popular, or something of that nature. It might be also too. There could be also arguments you might be embroiled in that may strongly involve children. Now, I know anyone that has children can have arguments with children from time to time, regardless of astrological placements. But this may increase that propensity for that. And it could also be a number of situations with superficial interludes, or even people that you're involved in a love romantic relationship with that might be disputatious and contentious. Now, Pallas in astrology can also be associated with legal matters. Now, this could be a person that might become embroiled or involved with a number of legal situations that might be connected with children. It might be child custody issues, for example. It may be matters with lovers or entertainment. It could be suing some entertainment venue for something, or maybe somebody at a sports arena for something. I mean, for example, like a slip and fall accident, and you're calling and to complain, about, or you're trying to sue somebody there for that when an accident might have occurred that wasn't your fault, as an example. And it may be also too, and it could be over some investment firm or something you got involved in, and you just say you didn't get your money that you were supposed to out of it. And so those are some examples. Now, also too, Pallas in astrology can be associated with attention on concepts. Now, given this is the fifth house, this could be about concepts involving sports or gambling, or matters with children, with love. Let's say you have this in Pisces as an example. This could be somebody that might be interested in hypothetical sports matchups of a speculative nature, putting old teams from the past against each other. It could be like going onto whatifsports.com, for example, and playing like the 1927 New York Yankees against the 1975 Cincinnati Reds, as an example. Now, Also, too, Pallas in astrology can be associated with debilitations one may have that may be attributed to a depleted or diminished immune system. Now, given that we're talking about the fifth house in astrology, this could be something that may really strongly hamper and affect somebody's fun, their amusement. It could be hobbies, it could be sports. I mean, given that, I mean, let's say, for example, that this is something that somebody has Pallas in Capricorn in their natal chart in their fifth house. This could be an issue, perhaps, where somebody, if they have some immune system situation going on, depleted or diminished immune system, it might be impacting, say, their bones, their joints, maybe even the hamstrings, the knees, and it may really strongly impact somebody's ability to get involved in sports and their leisurely activities, as an example. Now, also, Pallas in astrology can be associated with art. Now, given that this is the fifth house, this could be a person that might be enamored with art, either that is done through investments. It could be something where it may be something connected with a hobby or creative endeavor someone may have. Perhaps their art work that this person may do might impact their personal popularity. It could be art that is shared with children, with lovers. It could be, I mean, this is something, and again, you have it in you talk about the fifth house of enjoyment. And what I love about, no pun intended, I love fifth house placements because it shows what you often can really enjoy. I have Pluto in the fifth house in my natal chart, and I'm enamored, the astrology, which can be connected with the occult, so you understand what I'm saying. And what we enjoy, we often can flourish in and be very proficient in. So, anyway. Now, Pallas in astrology can also be associated with the tough choices one may make in conjunction with one's relationships that are male. And given that, it doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't believe, a romantic partner or significant other. This could just simply be a male that plays a dominant role in your life scheme. Now, since we're talking about the fifth house, this could be something where decisions may be made that might impact the person's personal popularity. It might be connected with the situation, which might involve children very strongly. It could be a person, let's say if you have a significant other and you're making a decision over that male relationship, it could be one which could have very serious implications as far as custody with children, more so than other placements on average. Now, it could also be where the relationship, where these decisions that are made might really severely impact the fun, the amusement, the enjoyment a person may have. So anyway, now also Pallas in astrology can be connected with the strategy one may use or employ to traverse uncharted territory. Now, given that this is the fifth house, a person may strategize if they're going into a new environment. It might be very strongly tied in with what they may want to enjoy. It's like, say if you have this in Aquarius in your fifth house in your natal chart. Let's say the person may be interested in astrology. It might be a person might strategize going to this environment where they feel they can enjoy, they could do their astrology and not necessarily be condemned in a situation where there's a lot of people that maybe believe in it in that particular area, and they could really enjoy what they're doing. Now, again, this also can include the strategy one may employ to traverse uncharted territories may also be connected, and might have decisions may have to do with children or one's personal popularity, and it's going to be, it may be something very well the place that the person will enjoy. Sports may be connected with it. People might that have this place may make a decision, if you're a sports fan, to be at a place where you're near a number of sports arenas and stadiums, so you can be able to get out easy and see live sports action, as an example. And Pallas in astrology can also be connected with with patterns. Now, this could be a person that could be very proficient in seeing patterns, like in love relationships, or patterns with children. This, let's say, I mean, if you have this like in Scorpio, for example, this could be a person that might be able to see understand psychological patterns in children and in love, and it could be somebody that could actually be a good psychologist, I would say, for that, for those reasons. So, anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.